Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorials by Dacade. My name is Dacade, and today we're going to go over adding sound effects. Before I begin though, make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because I have videos like this coming out all the time. With that out of the way, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is create a folder for your sound effects. So if you go to Assets and just right click anywhere in there, go to Create and go to Folder. I like to create one called Audio, and then in that audio I would like to open up and create a new folder there and just name it SFX for sound effects. Now what you're going to want to do is provide the actual sound effect. I'm just going to drop the sword in there. That sound effect should be in the package of all the other assets that I gave you in one of the first few videos, and I do believe I have it linked in like every video I've ever released, so you should be able to access that without a problem. Otherwise, creating sound effects is actually fairly easy. You don't even need like a crazy microphone to do it. But a somewhat decent microphone, not a cheap $5 microphone. You don't want to use those, but a somewhat decent microphone. Audacity is a program you can use. It is free. And all you do is just hit record whatever sound you want, stop recording. Then in Audacity, you could adjust the sound, adjust the pitch, adjust the speed, everything, until you get what you want. And for instance, this sound effects right here, that is literally just me making a noise with my mouth, speeding it up, changing the pitch, and it sounds like a sword swing, which that's what we're going to do today. We are going to do a sword swing. So again, this is fairly easy to do. There is a few ways to do it, and probably a little bit of a cleaner way to do it. One of my future videos, we're going to go through and actually clean up some of the code and clean up a few things. But what we're going to do is we're going to click on Player. We're going to scroll down. We're going to add component, and I already searched for this when I was testing this, but you want to type in audio and hit audio source. And that's all you really need to do for now in Unity. So what we're going to do now is go to our scripts, go to our player, and open up our player script. Mine was already open, but yeah, make sure you open yours up and get to your player script. So what we're going to do in the player script is under Sword Manager, we are going to add a tooltip, and we're just going to call this the audio source. We are going to serialize the field, and we're going to put in private audio source. There it is. And we'll just name that my audio source. Then we're going to put another tooltip in here. We're going to name this one the sword sound. Again, we're going to serialize the field. We're going to do a private audio clip and just name that sword sound. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to put a little note here. Is the sound playing, and we're just going to do a private bool sound played. We're going to default that to false. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hop all the way down to our attack enumerator, our attack co here, our attacking co. And right before this first yield return null, where it says sword manager play attack animation direction, we're going to put a little if statement in there. We're going to say if not sound played, we are then going to play the sound. So to do that, we're going to do my audio source dot play one shot, then sword sound. Then we're going to do sound played is true. And then at the bottom of that enumerator, right before these if statements, we are just going to do sound played equals false. So, as you can probably already figure out by now, this is an easy way to get audio to play for different events, such as swinging the sword. Later on, whenever you have magical items or different tools or whatever, you'll be able to play different sounds. And you won't have to do much of anything other than telling this line of code right here, my audio source .play one shot, whatever sounds you want. So you can have multiple sound effects. Just make sure that you add them to whatever it is that you're adding them to, like we did up here, where we added that audio clip there. But otherwise, you can play pretty much any sound that you want, and you're good to go. So let me show you how this is going to work in Unity. What we're going to do is we're going to let the Unity compile first here. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right, so now we click on our player, and we scroll down to our player script, and you'll see the My Audio Source and sword sound. So for the My Audio Source, since you've already added it to the player, all you're going to do is just drag the player to My Audio Source, and there you go. And then for the sound source, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your sound effects folder, you're going to find that sword sound, and you're going to drop that in there. And that should be all we need to do. So let's hit play and make sure we didn't break anything. And there's our sword sound. So that is how you add sound effects into the game. You can add sound effects from when we break the pot by essentially doing the same thing on the pot script, just obviously playing a different sound. You can play sounds when the player gets hurt, which I do believe I included a player hurt sound on there. Again, that was just me making a sound and then changing it up in Audacity to get that. I may have left other sounds in there as well. My daughter's made a couple sounds for me and things like that. But that's all there is to making sound effects in the game. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. As I said earlier, be sure to give it the big old thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, as I have videos like this coming out all the time. And as always, have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one.